Alright, morning everybody. So today we're starting statistics. So this is where I would start out. I will start out by saying to you that statistics is the study and analysis of large quantities of data. I would say that one piece of statistical data may be called or referred to as an observation, an event, a score, a value, or a mark. Alright, so in statistics what we're doing is that we're dealing with what? Data. And one piece of data, and as the definition says, you'll be dealing with what? Large quantities of data. So one piece of data, just one piece of data, if I say, for example, I'm looking at the ages of students in the school. The age of one student would be called what? In this case, a value. You understand? But one piece of statistical data, depending on the data you're looking at, may be viewed as As an observation. Maybe if you're doing an experiment, may be viewed as an event, something happening, a score, a value, or a mark. Now, mean, and the symbol for mean is X bar. The symbol for mean is X bar. Mean is the average of all values. Mean is the average of all values. So when someone asks you to find mean, what they're asking you to find is the average of all values. N here stands for the number of values. This symbol here is sigma, and it means the sum of all. X stands for a value. So X bar, which is the mean, is equal to the sum of all values divided by the number of values. Because N stands for the number of values. So to find the average out of all the values and divide by the number of values. What is the mode? The mode is the value that occurs the most, or the value with the highest frequency. The mode is the value that occurs the most, or the value with the highest frequency. What else I have to tell you? I have to talk to you about frequency. The word frequency means what? Frequency is the number of times a value occurs. When someone says frequency, they're talking about the number of times a value occurs. Alright? Next we have what? Median. The median is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. So when someone asks you for the median, what they're asking you for is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. And we'll get to see all of that in action. You're going to come across the term quartile. So quartiles, what are quartiles? There are three values that divides the data into four quarters. Quartiles are three values that divide the data into four quartiles. The first, or lower quartile, Q1, is the value below which 1/4 of the data lies. The third, or upper quartile, Q3, is the value below which 3/4 of the data lies. And you get a chance to see all of this in action. Now, the second or middle quartile, Q2, is the median. And remember, what is the median again? Over here, it is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. Here, we're learning that what? The median is also called the what? The middle quartile, or the what? The second or middle quartile. Middle quartile. And it's the value below which 1/2 of the data lies. You'll see all of that in action again. Interquartile range QR, interquartile range IQR is actually what? Q3 minus Q1. Again, you'll see that in action. Semi-interquartile range SIQR is Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. In other words, it's interquartile range divided by 2. The term range, just range alone, no special name to it, just range. Range is the highest value minus the lowest value. Alright, let's have a look at our first example where we can begin to put some of this thing in action. Alright? Are you ready for the first example? Alright. So I'm erasing over here. I'm going to do the first part and then I want you to do, I'm going to attempt, well, let me do the middle one and then I want you to do A and C. So I'm going to do B and I want you to do A and C. The question says, for each of the following, find the mean, mode, median, range, Q1, Q3, IQR, and SIQR, which is semi-interquartile range. So in B, the numbers are, read them for me please. In B, 10,
8, 10, 16, 7, 9, 10, 8, 9.
10, 8, and what? 9. The first thing we're asked to find is the mean. Now the mean X bar is the sum of all values divided by the number of values. The mean is the sum of all values divided by the number of values. So the mean would be 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus 16 plus 7 plus 9 plus what? 10 plus 8 plus 9. Is that all of them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Divide by the number of values. How many values do we have up there?
9.
Divide by 9. Use the calculator. What is 10 plus 8 plus 10 plus 16 plus 7 plus 9 plus 10 plus 9, 8 plus 9? How much is that? Anybody? How much? So this is 87 divided by 9. Again, what is 87 divided by 9? How much? 9 point what? 9.66. What come after that 6? Pure 6. So it's 9.67. Alright, so that is the mean. The mean or average is one value which may be used to represent the entire group. The mean is one value which may be used as a representation of all the values. So for example, if you're finding the average grade, if I want to know how an entire class is doing, I will find the average grade for the class. So when I find the average grade could either be a passing grade or a failing grade. You understand? So the mean, now the mean or average, it doesn't mean that everybody is failing, but on average, when I look at the entire class together, the entire class is what? Is failing. Some students might be getting what? Higher than the mean. Some students might be getting what? Lower than the mean. But on average, you understand? So it is one value which may be used to represent the entire what group. You understand? Mean or average. Alright, the next thing I ask you to find is the mode. The mode. Now, the mode is the value that occurs the most. Alright? How many times do you have 10? 1, 2, 3. There are 3 tens, so the mode is 10. The mode is sometimes referred to as the popular value. Because it's the one that occurs the most, it is the popular value. The median. Now, the median, and the symbol for median is Q2, is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. So, let's say that this is I, triple I. Now, So therefore, to arrive at the answers, I must arrange the numbers in ascending order. So let's do that. We have what? Start with the lowest. We have what? 7. Then what? 8. No, careful. There are 2 8s, so it's what? 8, 8. Then what? 9, 9. Then what? 10, 10, 10. There are 3 10s. Then what? 16. Read 16 already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, so if there are 9 values, which value will be the middle one?
39.
Which number value will it be? The first, second, third, fourth, fifth? If there are 9 values, the middle value. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what? The median. Q2 is what? 9. The median is 9. What is the median? It is the middle value when the values are arranged in ascending order. It is the value below which 1/2 of the value lies. Half of the value. How much values come before the median?
4.
How much come after the median?
4.
4. It's in the middle. Alright, later on you'll see when there's an even number of values, you have to add the 2 middle values and divide it by 2. Alright, next I ask you to find the range. What did I say the range is?
The high value minus the lowest value.
IB, the range. The range is the what? Highest value minus the lowest value. What is the highest value?
10. Oh, 16.
What is the lowest value? The range is 9. The range is 9. The range is simply the difference between the highest value and the lowest value. The range is 9. Next, I ask you to find what? Q1 and what? And Q3. I'm going to show you how to do that. Alright. Please look. Please look. When I ask you to find what? Q1, you're going to look at the lower half. How many numbers are in the lower half? Let me know? That's an even number, don't it? When it's an even number, you're going to take the 2 middle values in the lower half, add them and divide it by 2. Q1 is going to be between here. Q1 is going to be here. You're going to take these 2 values and add them and divide it by 2. So, Q1 would be 8 plus 8 divided by 2. It's 16 divided by 2 and it is still what? 8. Q3 now, you have to go to the what? The upper half. How much numbers are up here, sir? 4. It's in the dead middle. So it's going to add what? 10 and 10. Q what? 3. Q3 is equal to what? 10 plus 10 over 2. This is what? 20 over 2, which is what? 10. BI. What did I ask to find next? Next I asked you to find the IQR. IQR is the interquartile range. Next we're to find the IQR. So IQR. This is VII. This is Q3 minus Q1 over 2. What is Q3? What is Q1? So this is 10 minus 8. This is wrong. That's 10 minus 8, which is what? 2. Lastly, V1, 2, 3. SIQR is what? Q3 minus Q1 divided by 2. Alright? This is what? 2 divided by 2, which is what? 1. Alright? So SIQR is equal to 1. What I just did for B, I want you to do for what? A and to do for what? C.